Hello, my name is Jim Mullaney from Sitek Process Solutions. Today is Thursday, July 22nd, 2021. We hope everyone around the world is trying to stay safe from the COVID-19. The new Delta variant is very contagious, and we're hoping people take that very seriously. At Sitek, we follow all the necessary safety guidelines. In final test, I'm not wearing a mask because you wouldn't be able to hear my video. But everywhere else in the manufacturing site and even in sales, everyone wears masks when around the building. Today I'm doing a video source inspection on a designed insert rotor. We have a couple of different ways of doing inserts. This is one that the customer can quickly change wafers and substrate sizes. This customer purchased a semi-tool 4300F, F as in Frank, from us. We were delayed in the insert, so we shipped the rinser dryer ahead of time. And there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 inserts. Right now, we have 4 of them done, and we're going to ship those with the rotor so the customer can start processing. The other inserts are being manufactured now, and they'll be fully balanced and tested. I'll also do, we are purchased from our machine shop a second rotor so I can do a video of those inserts when they arrive. So the customer's purchase order is 18544. These are going to Europe. And what I'll do is talk about the design. And I've got a simple process here running, but I'll show you how smooth they run. Okay, so if you want to look in, this is the master rotor. The master rotor has 4 rods that come out, and you'll see in a second how the inserts match up to these. So I will go ahead and load the first insert. So the outer dimension of each insert is the same. This customer, these are going to look small because the customer has purchased all the way down from a 2-inch round wafer all the way up to 8-inch substrates. So the design of the insert is to match the maximum size that they're going to be running, because you have to do that, otherwise the inserts wouldn't be compatible with each other. So to put it in, you simply just line up the holes, and actually they line up very easily. Right there, excuse me. Oops, well, I got to do it right, sorry. There we go, let me show you again how easy it is. All right, you take it like that. I always line up with the top one, and then it slides right in. So that's how easy it is to load the insert. That's how fast it'll be to change the wafers. I'm going to go ahead and do the largest size we're doing today, which is 6-inch wafers. And you simply then just load the cassette in. That's all you have to do. I'm going to go do a process run, then I'll discuss the process while we're going here. Okay, this is a very typical process. We're doing normally in the video for time, I wouldn't do the rinse, but I wanted to show you on the first one how well the rinsing does work. And that way, when I take the substrates out, you can see they're dry. So right now we're doing a short 30-second rinse. We'll then go into a purge, which blows the water out of the SRD nozzles, and then we'll go into a high-speed dry one, which slings the water off of the substrate, the insert, etc. Then we'll go into elongated dry 2. I have a pretty fast process. It's a total of 300 seconds for the dry. Some customers do a little bit more, maybe 400 seconds, but for the video, that's good enough. We're now going to the purge. We're still at 500 RPM. I want to show you how well it works. Okay, now we're ramping up to 1800. We're at 8, 1000, and 13. We'll be there pretty soon. And there we go. Perfect. Look how smooth it is. Actually, if I had my back to it, I couldn't even hear it running. It's so nice. So now we have, now it's kind of a waiting game for this process to happen. This is not the customer's rinser dryer. We actually, we have multiple tools in final test. We have a lot of tools coming to final test, actually. We actually modified this customer's rinser dryer to accept this rotor. This rotor is already designed to fit right into the rinser dryer that we've already shipped. While we're doing the process here, I'm going to go ahead and talk about our support for reference. We offer 100% spare parts on the semi-tool spin rinse dryers. That will be this is an S model, is in Sam. The F model is in Frank, and the traditional ST. We have complete spare parts We have new motors. We have new servo amps. We offer our Sitek state-of-the-art graphical touchscreen controller. This controller, upgraded to a traditional rinser dryer, makes this system as good or better than any system you can buy brand new in the world. It's a fantastic controller. It's state-of-the-art. Everyone around the world's purchasing it now, and it's doing great. Okay, now we're going to go into dry 2 in a second. This is where it gets really boring. You have 210 seconds, which is about 3.5 minutes. Well, it is 3.5 minutes. So I'll continue talking about our process. So we offer 100% spares. We offer controller upgrades. We have repairs. If you have traditional 101, 328, 102 controllers, doesn't really matter. We have complete controller repairs. We have servo amp repairs. We have motor rebuilds. We have valve rebuilds, whatever the customer needs. At Sitek, we have our own design heater blankets, our own SMC, our own valving, our own rotor stop position, our own motor, our own doors, our windows, seals, etc. We have it all designed ourselves. So now we're just kind of spinning here. Dry 2 is low RPM. So I talked about dry 1 is high RPM. That goes up to 1800. Dry 2 drops down to 600. So, 500 on this program. What we're doing here is we're using the hot end 2 on a 2300 bowl. You've got double end 2, so it's got double nozzle spraying in, and you've got heater blankets and centrifugal force to dry everything. What I'm going to do at the end of this process, I'll take this out, show it looks good. The next 3 inserts, I'll just change the process to be no rinse, and I'll just do a quick spin up and spin down to show you that it runs smooth. There's no reason to run through the whole process. Otherwise, this video would be quite long for the customer. Besides our spin rinse dryers, we also are the U.S. And world leader on spare parts for the Floorware Integris HTC box washers. That's the 8000, 8010, 8020, 8030. We actually have 2 systems we're doing right now. One for the customer that they sent us for a complete refurb, one that we sold to a customer. We actually have 4 systems here now, not just 2. We also do quite a bit of high pressure mask cleaners. Just last week we had one in here. We ship about one every month or 2. That's the K&S Ultra T Ultra Tech mask cleaners for solid wafers, for masks, for regular wafers, etc. We have a lot of spare parts on that too. And we got about 91 seconds. When you go to our website at sitekprocess.com, on the left-hand side there's a search bar. You can put in scrubber, SRD. If you know the model number like 280S, you can put that in there and it'll bring up our systems. At Sitek, we do complete remanufacturing. We break systems down 100% and we build them back up. There's no wafer size we can't do. As you can see, today I'm going to be doing a lot of wafers, but this customer has a lot of squares also. I'm only doing one for instance with squares today, but they have multiple squares that they process. We have about 60 seconds left. At the end of the process, when we go down past 70 RPM, it's called the RSP, rotor stop positioner in the back. It'll actually has a piston that shoots out, it rolls against the cam, finds a very specific spot and uprights we call home position. That'll be 12 o'clock. That will realign your wafer straight. When we hit 0 RPM and then it's uprighted, I'll hear the door release and I'll be able to open it. We have about 30 seconds left. So what I'm going to do today is I have the 6-inch, I've got 4-inch wafers, I've got 2-inch wafers, and then I also have, they're actually 103 by 103 glass substrates for testing. Okay, almost done. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, we're 100 RPM, and there we go. Heard the rotor stop positioner fire. It'll up right here. Okay. Again, I did a faster dry than normal, but that's good. Okay. At the end of a process, for reference, when you have a slick device controller, you can hit OK. You can actually hit stop, or you can just open the door. All 3 clear it. I'll just open the door. So I like to feel hot. Yeah, okay, nice and hot. Wafer, we're nice and warm. They look nice and dry. And then if your customer wanted to, they could do this, or they can do with 2 separate hands. You simply just take out the insert and take it with you. So that'll be your 6-inch. And slide it on. Nice and easy. Let me get the cassette. And now, as I said, the customer just wants to run 4-inch wafers. You just slide that in there, slide our thing in, and I'll hit start. Again, I shortened the recipe now. This is just to show you the balance, how well it runs. There's no reason to run it through a long 5 or 6 minute dry process. We're at 500 RPM, runs great. We're going to go into dry one, which is 1800 in a second. Okay. There we go. 1000. And we're almost there. Okay, we're at 1800. This is so smooth, you can't even hear it spinning. I can't even feel it spinning. Why this is spinning, I'll talk about more of what we offer at Sitek. We also do photolithography equipment. We do quite a lot of pump repairs and cell pumps. Customers send us their pumps, their controllers. We do IDI, Cyborg, Millipore. We also do complete pump packages. We have YES vapor prime ovens. I think we have 3 or 4 in stock now. We also do some tracks. We're in the middle of refurbishing a CE 4000 track. We also have SVG tracks. Okay, we're going to have about a minute left here. So besides of our wet processing, which is our spinner and dryers, we also do, and the HTC box washers and the mask cleaners, we also do photolithography. One thing I should say too is 2 years ago, Sitek purchased Vertec. We are now the OEM for Vertec. We're doing quite a lot of those. We just shipped 2 to Asia. We have 2 more in final test now, and we actually have another one. A customer sent us in for repair. We'll be getting a lot of repairs in. The customers then send their tools to us for refurbishment. 25 seconds left. What I'll do at the end of it, we're back down to 500 RPM, dry 2. It's very quiet, can't even hear it. What I'll do at the end of this process, I'll switch to the next size substrate, and then I'll talk about our thin film and metrology capability. Okay, we've got 8 seconds left. Okay, we're breaking. What I'm going to do this time is I'll use both hands, and I'll take the cassettes out and the wafer. In the fab, the operators shouldn't do this because they want to hold the cassette with 2 hands. Okay, we're breaking. There we go. Process over. Excellent. So you simply would take out the 4-inch cassette like that, and then if you want, and I'll just take my insert with me. Okay, I'll be right back. Alrighty. Okay, now for my next insert. I'm going to be running, this is a square. This is a 103 by 103 square. You'll see the cassette in a second. So I just take the insert and slide it in. Perfect. And here's the cassette. H bar in, and simply just load it. Okay, and hit start. Okay, well, again, we're going to go to 500 very quickly. We're there just for a few seconds. Wow, that's smooth. And we're going to go to 1800 in a second. And here we go. Dry 1. Ramp up. And we're getting there. And right about now we'll get there. Perfect, 1800. Oh, I don't want to push any buttons. What we also do is we do thin film metrology tools. We do Rudolph ellipsometers, we do nanometrics tools, we have Gertner tools, we have 4-point probes, we do the 10-core KLA particle counters, the 4000, 5000, the 6000 class. We don't do the 7000s anymore, but like the 6220, 6420, etc., the 4500, 5500. We actually have one, we just shipped one actually to Asia, and we have a second particle counter being refurbished right now. Okay, now we're into dry 2. That's going to be about another minute. And now we're back to 400. As you guys could see in my video, this was so smooth that you couldn't hear it running. All you could hear was the beeping of the controller. So after this video, I have one last insert to do today. That's going to be for 2-inch wafers. I'll do that next. And that will conclude our videos today. Again, this customer purchased, I believe it's 8 or 9 total inserts. These are the first 4 that are done along with the rotor, and we're going to at least do a partial shipment so they can start running the inserts at their site for different substrate sizes. Got about 20 seconds to go. I'll do the same thing again. I'll do with two hands. I'll pull the cassette out with one hand, and I'll grab the insert with my second. Again, in a wafer fab, operators should always carry everything with two hands, because these are dummy substrates. But when you're doing real product, you don't want to pull it out this way. Okay, spinning down, and perfect. All right. Okay, it's in the 0. There we go. Let's just pull out the cassette. Perfect. Ran beautifully. Take the insert. All right, put it over here. Okay, and the last insert. This is going to look kind of funny because this customer really does 2-inch wafers. You don't see 2-inch very much, so obviously the overall dimension has to be the same because of their larger wafers they're going to. But in this case, they run all kinds of substrates. So today, they're going to run a 2-inch cassette. That's how easy it is. The operator would not have to change rotors, no tools needed. You slide that in, take your little cassette of 2-inch, slide it in, and hit start. Yeah, this customer does wafers, glass, multiple substrate sizes. More of like a foundry type process, obviously, or they're doing processing of customer substrates. Okay, we're ramping up now to 1800 RPM. We're at 1000, almost 12, 13. Here we go. We're going to be there in a second. And we are at 1800. Again, how smooth it is, you don't feel it, no vibration, it's beautiful. Can't even hear it. I won't say anything for a second, so you can just listen. Can't even hear it spinning. Okay, so I've talked about our spin rinse dryer support. We're the world leader in manufacturing semi-tool and Vertec spin rinse dryers. We believe we're the world leader in non-OEM spare parts for both Vertec and semi-tool. I've talked about our HTC box washless capability, our high pressure mask and wafer scrub capability, our photoresist capability, and our thin film capability. So we have quite a wide range of different tools we do offer here. Our core product is the spin rinse dryers. Semi-tool and Vertec is probably 80% of our corporate business. And we're very happy about that as being the world leader in these systems and spare parts, especially with the Slick Device state-of-the-art retrofit controller. It's a beautiful controller. So what I'm going to do at the end of this process, I'll go ahead and just remove the insert. I'll take it out, and then I will finish the video. So be done in a second. 24 seconds to go. Again, we're back down to 500. Don't even hear it running. Can't even feel it running. I would suggest the customer probably sets up a nice rack next to where the spin rinse dryer is in their fab. You can have all the inserts with the information down below, what cassette they do. And all they have to do is just pull out the insert, slide it in like I showed you, and grab whatever substrate cassette they're processing that day. It's very simple. I believe the customer's going to be very, very happy with this. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, at 0, I'm going to take my little cassette of 2-inch wafers out, grab my insert, walk over here, and I will close the door. Again, if you want to see the insert design, it's a nice, simple 4-pole. That supports everything. It keeps the centrifugal force all centered. Okay, so that will conclude my video source inspection today of our custom designed rotor that can handle multiple size inserts. Today I did 6-inch wafers, 4-inch wafers, 2-inch wafers, and 100 by 103 by 103 millimeter glass. Again, we have about another 4 or 5 inserts being produced right now for the customer, so they can do a wide range. I will do a video of those substrates again before those ship. but this is allowing me, the customer, to get a partial shipment now of what they need. Again, today is Thursday, July 22nd, 2021. I hope everyone around the world stays safe as they can from COVID, and have a great time.